not to say don't care about the world, but we could spend 99% of each of our effort on our local problems rather than looking at the giant generic ones. And we can at least alleviate so much pressure from these big things. If you're getting your food from a community, a community sourced agriculture, go to a CSA or a club, then, you're that much less stress on this ridiculous global supply chain for food. You're that much less of a customer for industrial agriculture. You've done so much more in that than you have tweeting angrily about how something is done. And there's enough people, there's AOC will worry about the big question. There's enough people to do that for us to just get there to be one lawnmower on your block instead of 10. Tutor your neighbor's kids, babysit, find the old people, help them, dig your neighbor out from under the flood. There's more than enough for us to do. And the more of us focus on that, the better. I mean, it's why I'm thinking the only way to set that example is to stop writing books and stop being public and just return to local myself, not with a mic drop, but with a whimper. Just be like, I'm off doing something, I said my piece, good night.
I think there's a happy medium there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that there's, but like you're saying, there's, how do you relieve some of the pressure off of the systems we don't necessarily believe in, that we're semi-trapped in, but there is a pathway forward. There's a pathway out. It's why,
even if it's incremental,
step
by step,
by step. Yeah, even if it's small. I mean, it's why, for years I've been wanting to raise rabbits. The pandemic came. What did I do? I started raising rabbits so that I could provide a certain amount of my own meat. And
you would eat? Did you eat a rabbit?
I'd kill the rabbit, process the rabbit, eat the rabbit. I had rabbit for breakfast this morning.
Really? Wow. I mean, and do they love you before you kill them?
Yeah, you give them nice. You give them nice, loving. You feed them real well. You let them run around. You do the whole thing, and you're providing meat for yourself and for your neighbors. And I trade rabbits for friends to come and do work on my place. And it's like an amazing gift. Yeah. Or cooked rabbit meal, and it's something that I was able to do, and it didn't take very much space. It didn't take very much time to learn how to do it, and it's intense. The idea of processing your own meat and having to do that. I mean, the first time that I ever killed an animal by myself, I cried. It was terrible.
I would think.
I do it with other people.
And now you just cut them up and you make jerky without a second thought.
But I don't.
Rabbit jerky.
I put on Yo-Yo Ma. And I play cello concertos, and I let them run around in the garden and eat some final greens, and love them and take care of them.
Gently, like with pills or something?
No, I use a high-powered air rifle, and take them out with a single shot in the back of the neck. I mean, this is what close up. I mean, this is while they're eating some greens in the garden.
You're not chasing them down with a...
No, I'm like letting them have a final moment. They're getting to run around the garden where I brought them out before, where they feel comfortable, and they're having a snack, and they're in the best position possible. And I do it with another person. I don't do it by myself because it's really it's an intense, energetic
And you say prayers
process.
of some kind? You say something special?
I talk to them or give them some final love, and know that it's all part of the process. And I'm eating meat out in the world. But this is just an example. Not everybody's going to be able to get around to do that.
But it's a whole thing.
I didn't go straight there. We had ducks before, and we would love and cuddle the ducks. And again, Yo-Yo Ma is like the go-to thing. But you find the thing that works for yourself.
I'm going to do the crickets, I think.
Yeah. I've got a friend that was trying to start a business to do that. I ate a lot of crickets for a while. But you figure out, what is your entry point? Where in the system can you pull away in some way that, one, supports yourself, but also there's not enough food in my community. If there's a disaster that happens, that's a skill that's going to be necessary. And how can I bring something? How can I simultaneously put on that air mask for myself and somebody else?
Yeah. I was going to learn modern first aid. Like I know first aid from the 70s, but I can get an EMT patch, and I was like, Doug, someone's hurt. Doug, come help. And it's like, Tom, I'm hungry. Can I got an extra rabbit? And it's
come
like, I'll set your kneecap when we break it or whatever, and get it in a cast, and you give me a rabbit, and we're all good.
Yeah. Or we have a huge feast, and people all show up, and they bring what little bit they have, and we do a big, stone soup, and I've got my my non-GMO soup stone that I travel around the world doing big stone soups and getting people to remember how to share. And and again, you bring the little piece that you have, and maybe you don't have the medical skills, maybe you're not able to raise the rabbit, but that's okay. You're a member of the community. You show up in other ways. You've showed up in the past. And we honor the way that you've shown up in the past by taking care of you in the present.
Yep. And the fact is, the majority of people don't really need the skills. The majority of people are going to be like, fill these sandbags with sand.
Yeah.
Go dig over there. We're putting in you stick the little seedlings in like this, or somebody get to clean out the fucking chicken shit from the coop.
Yeah.
And it's not rocket science. And I'll let the other guy will be the permaculture expert who will know how to rotate the crops in the thing and send me out and tell me what to do. Yeah.
But I think that really is what the response can, and I think is looking like. I mean, again, we saw that with the pandemic. We're seeing this in fits and starts. There's pockets of people that are thinking about this stuff.
And the funny thing is, I was doing a talk and someone was saying, well, what do you think, wealthy people or even the upper middle class would want to go do these horrible manual labor after they've been to college and they're part of the elite? And I'm like, what do you think the multimillionaires do when they retire? They do craft beer, they do gardening, they do hunting. It's like they're doing all the things that we're kind of asking them to do now. They do it when they don't have to work anymore. Yeah. So maybe, just maybe, these kinds of things, making candles, collecting honey, all the stuff that we could do to actually stay alive in a environmentally sound way. Maybe, just maybe, these are fun things.
And at the same time, do what we can to get in front of it to reduce how bad these disasters are going to be moving forward.
Yeah.
Figure out how to become more welcoming.
It's not even avoiding them anymore. It's not avoiding them. It's just making them the crash a little softer, which we can still do.
It's harm reduction.